see it, it's got plenty of good root mass. And it's got a lot of good shoots that I can potentially use to make a division. And what I like to do is I like to see what I have by taking away some soil. The more soil I can knock off, like I can see the shoot right here. There's this nice fat shoot that's coming off. So when I knock off all the soil, I'm really able to see what I have to work with. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on doing that. And I try not to break some of the more tender shoots. So something like this, which is already grown up like this, usually means that it's already rooted. So it's important to work from the top up and trying to shake all over just to get the soil off. Because eventually I'm going to be potting it back up and letting it heal for another week or two before doing anything else with it. But once I see it's going to be nearly impossible to get to the point where I can actually see where the rhizomes are, but I can actually feel where they're coming off of and to see if they have any roots coming off. Like right here, I have my finger on this one, and this one does not have any roots coming off of this shoot in particular right here. But I'm feeling right here, and on this one, it's actually got branches and stuff, and it's already up and it's hardened, so I can feel that this guy definitely does have roots coming off of the base of the rhizome stem, like right at the base of this. So what this tells me is right here, I'm looking at the cone that it came off of, the rhizome neck, which I can see actually right here. What this is telling me is I can actually sever this right here and just leave it alone. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. Let's get the loppers. And I'll sever it right at the rhizome. Try not to break any roots on either side.
Wow.
And sometimes it takes another shot. This one didn't go through. Okay, now I broke it, but as you see, I didn't break any of the roots off of like the main comb because I don't want to hurt this part. But now I'm feeling on this one, this is actually a lopped off shoot, and I'm seeing if there's anything coming off of the bottom of this guy. And as you can see down here, there are certainly roots coming off of the bottom of here too. And what that tells me is if I sever this from where the rhizome came from, and the rhizome came off of this guy, that means that this guy should be viable. So I'm going to see where the neck is first, and that's what I'm searching for right now. And I actually see exactly where its neck is. It's right here. And if I sever this right here, it's not going to sever any roots here, and it's not going to bother this guy.
Can I feel it? Can I feel it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a neck
Yeah.
right here, and it separates this from here. So
Yeah.
now that I see exactly how the anatomy is, snap, and I can feel it, that it's loosened already, and it's still got its root mass right here. And this is another plant already. And now I can guide right back to see this plant right here. And this one I can turn into a division of itself. And I can feel that it's definitely got a rhizome point coming from this little stem. This little stem went to this one, so what I'm going to do is feel for where that rhizome is. And I feel it already. And I actually see it. It's actually a rhizome coming right here. I can actually see, yeah, it's right here. And that's it, the only thing I'm going to sever. And that's severed. Now I'm just going to let it sit there. And I'm feeling at the base of this guy to see if it's got any roots. And I feel that this guy has no roots at all, so I'm not going to bother around with that. And I'm feeling for the next guy. to see. Sometimes they're a little bit tough to work with. I can see that this little shoot's coming off of this guy, so sometimes it's going to be a 2 or 3 comb division when I do it. But I keep on digging with my finger until I actually see the rhizome, and I just do right here, and I can actually see the rhizome. It's right here, pretty easy. So I'm going to snip the rhizome where it is. Let's see. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to cut, and nothing more, nothing less. Sometimes it's a hard angle, but so I'm going to cut is a rhizome. Okay, so this rhizome has been cut, and I can see that it's 1, 2, 3. And I actually may have made a mistake. I think I may have cut this shoot by accident, and it's not really rooted, but it actually has one little root coming off, so there's a chance. But since it has a root, you can see on this side, there's still a chance, so I'll just leave it alone in the clump for now and see if it can grow some more roots and it can handle itself eventually. But this piece will definitely be good. And I'm going to work for one more. I'm just seeing how far these are from this clump. And I'm seeing these two are coming off of the same rhizome that go onto these little shoots. So this is the last one that I'm going to be severing today. And when I do this, I usually take more time, but for the sake of the video, making sure I get these cuts before this runs out of memory. And yes, severed. And now these are definitely separate from this guy, so okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pot that it was in, put a little bit of soil in there. A little bit soft. And I'll plop this guy right back in as it was. And I'll put some wet soil right back in there. Try not to disturb anything. And I'll be putting it right back onto its tray. And I'll be watering it in really well. And after about maybe 10 days on average, I'll be able to see how this guy is doing. I'll most likely move this guy into the shade for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to water it really well and just see what happens. In another 10 days or so, when I separate it, I'm going to separate it literally root by root, making sure I try not to break anything at all. But all the points have actually been severed, and when I separate it, it should be a lot less stress than if I were to separate it right now, because right now each individual piece has the time to recover. And I'm actually going to keep it really wet, and there's the strip pan, so I want to make sure the strip pan right here stays filled every single day. So it's gonna build up with water. And yes, this is the best way to get one clump of bamboo to turn into several divisions. I believe there's about 7 divisions here, and that's it for today.